Welcome back, Frisbee family. We are here in the physical studio, not even the virtual studio. I have very special guests with me here today. Team UPlay, Zoe AnDyke, and Dustin Keegan.
Oh, what up, everybody?
Oh, good to be here.
Welcome to headquarters.
Yeah, it's really nice to always come back here. It's so colorful, so happy, and it's really only the best place to be.
That is exactly right. We are here in the OTB Podnet Studios. It is Earth Day. We are talking things disc golf, and we are especially focused on a very exciting event that we have coming up next week. Our third installment, can you believe it, of Disc Golf Strokes.
Third year, that was always the plan, kind of get through the first year, learn a few things. Second year, incorporate professional artists. And now we're at the third year and the biggest year. And I like couldn't be happier about all the support, the bigger names, the new venue, the prizes that you can win. There's just a lot of cool stuff, Greg.
Yeah, we've honestly, some really cool art has been created with this event. Some amazing times. The hang has always been immaculate. I mean, I think we can agree about that. And now this year, bigger and better. Just to update folks at home, we will be at Swenson Golf Course this year. In case anyone's been living under a DX rock, we've got a Champions Cup coming to Stockton, California. That's right. The Disc Golf Major, and part of the festivities of next week will be on Tuesday, the Disc Golf Strokes event in its new fully realized, more realized form. They're in the courtyard, open to the public. 6 art stations. We got a lot to talk about. What's your favorite thing about Disc Golf Strokes, Zoe?
Well, yeah, first of all, in case you have been living under a DX rock, Disc Golf Strokes, if you're not familiar with the event, it's professional artists and professional disc golfers coming together to create paintings, beautiful pieces that are auctioned off for charity, to help support UPlay's educational events. So each one of these 6 art stations and incredible teams of artists and pros, I mean, it's one of the most joyful events to watch everybody get together and paint, first of all, but then to know that we're all getting together to do this for charity and education events just makes everybody feel, awesome to be a part of the bigger mission. Moving from OTB's headquarters to Swenson this year and making it a free event for the public, I mean, gosh, that speaks volumes. In 1 week, we are inviting the entire city and all of the spectators of the Champions Cup to come and party and enjoy the art with us. And it's at Swenson, so we have literally unlimited room. Mm-hmm. I hope thousands of people show up, because what you're going to be seeing, I mean, we have it advertised from 3 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and that whole time is going to be a lot of fun. There's never going to be a lull of something to do. Mm-hmm. There's so many different stations and tables for the families and the entertainment. So, I mean...
Yeah, I'm glad we backed the train up there a little bit, because it is a lot to kind of think about. This is your biggest fundraiser of the year, is it not?
It is. It is. And anybody that speaks nonprofit or understands charity work, fundraising is 24/7, 365. And this is our biggest annual charity event.
And of course, we love supporting UPlay. Again, for folks not aware, UPlay bringing disc golf education into schools, bringing it to the youth. Again, what year of UPlay is this now?
Well, thanks for asking. On August 17th, UPlay is going to turn 8 years old. So we're like 7 3/4 right now.
Literally thousands and thousands of people touched and kind of brought the joy of disc golf through UPlay, and you guys have your whole training regimen. You've got the textbook. Again, I know you've had successful events in Stockton previous years and in the surrounding area, but Disc Golf Strokes, really important to keep that mission alive. And what a cool way to raise money.
Well, and I mean, let's think about everything in disc golf from the top down. The majors and the Disc Golf Pro Tour events are the biggest thing we have. Mm-hmm. The top touring pros are literally our heroes and kind of set the stage. And to know that every one of those entities and those pros support sustainable education speaks volumes. Like we're honored as an organization that all of our key partners and the biggest names in the sport want to see us continue to succeed. Mm-hmm. So we're thankful for that.
Yeah. We all know that disc golf needs to be taught in schools. Like, for us to take that next leap as a sport, people need access to it. People need to understand what it is, and then be able to come to these major championships and witness the best perform.
Yeah, what better advertisement than to teach disc golf in the morning, and then in the afternoon they can come out and see literally the best in the world play.
So cool.
And that's just part of one of the unique things that you can take advantage of next week here in Stockton at the Major Champions Cup coming to town. And yeah, it's going to be a very exciting week, and Tuesday will be no exception.
Yeah, I think another thing about disc golf strokes being on Tuesday is that's when it starts. The party, it might end around 8:30, 9 o'clock on Tuesday, but the auction and the continued benefits and cool things, even free gifts for kids throughout the entire week. I mean, we got a lot to unpack here and talk about. The public and any of the spectators really can enjoy it all the way through Sunday until that last putt is tapped out for FPO and MPO.
So paintings will be completed on Tuesday and then on display for the rest of the week.
That's right. A couple of different spots throughout the course that we've got places we can put the paintings for you to check out, but discgolfstrokes.com will route you to the place to bid on the auctions all throughout the week. We didn't want people to feel like if they couldn't be in Stockton, they couldn't be a part of it. Anyone throughout the world can support and really take ownership of supporting this charity event just by bidding on these online.
Great. So yeah, lots of ways that you can support the mission here, support Disc Golf Strokes. Once again, Tuesday, April 29th, 3 to 8:30 p.m. Again, open to the public. And we definitely want to emphasize that it is free. F-R-E-E, free. Bring the kids. There's going to be painting stations, you tell me. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes. So, Dustin, tell them what kids can enjoy for free. And then there's also a little paid activation if they want.
Yes. So one really cool thing is previous artist of Disc Golf Strokes, Patrick Brown, created an amazing graffiti logo, and that was printed on a disc. All kids will be receiving a free disc and Sharpies, and they can draw their own version of a Disc Golf Strokes painting and be a part of the whole experience, and just get to take home their cool design, self-designed disc afterwards, which is super cool. And then we are also doing a paint by numbers this year, so the public can be a part of the painting experience while watching the pros and the professionals create the live art right in front of them. And that will be a small donation to get your number to paint on this one-of-a-kind UPlay collabed with Pirate Nate and OTB to create some really cool artwork to all be painted by the public.
And it's only $5 per number. So I think some of these paint by numbers have like 16 to 20 numbers. And if you have a favorite number or jersey number, you got to get out there and buy number 13 right away. And then you can paint all the 13s.
Yeah. Wow. So when you're coming to the event, it's not like you're just watching people paint. There's so many things to be a part of. Enjoy the painting, let your creativity come out of you, and just have fun hanging out with all our pros. We're all not doing disc golf right then. We're all just being artists and fun and fans of the sport. And it's just going to be a really cool way to all hang out together and mingle.
And the fact that you can bring any age family member from very young to very old, there really is something for each person to enjoy. I know I personally like winning everything, but winning items and prizes. We're going to have 5 huge raffles with like values between $750 and $1,000 per raffle. It's like insane. So grandpa, grandma, baby sister, brother, cousins, like there really is something for everybody. And the discs that the kids can take home for free, they get the choice actually between a macro mini or a disc with that graffiti stamp.
Wow. That's very cool. So get out, you get to spectate the painting happening live. You get to participate in a public painting, public art happening live. Take home some wonderful gifts and freebies, and then, have a chance to win a really big prize.
And, I also like listening to really entertaining people. This year, second year back, we've got Chris from T-Box Socks coming to join, and he's going to actually be I'm going to be co-emceeing with him. He does these professional events and really, really brings the noise, the energy levels, and the fun. Just listening to him interview our artists, talk to our professional disc golfers, and dig out some of the coolest facts about UPlay disc golf. You're going to learn and just really be entertained by Chris himself.
Yeah, looking forward to having Chris back. He did a great job last year. And again, it's always been a good time, and it's just going to be on a bigger stage this time. So let's talk about our teams, Zoe and Dustin. 6 stations of professionals, artists, professional disc golfers. Sometimes it's a hybrid of that idea. Let's run down the list. First up, we've got returning artist Todd Kernett, who we're very excited to have back, along with Nate Doss and Valerie Jenkins.
Isn't that exciting? First of all, when was old Nate Doss and Val Jenkins blast out at a major? I can't wait to see their faces right here at Swenson Golf Course. I know they're commentating for the network that weekend, but they're bringing their beautiful baby boy, Luca, and the 3 of them paired up with Todd, who they were friends with decades ago. They still are, but haven't seen each other in years. They're coming together to do this painting as a family with a good old friend. Whoa. Cool.
What a cool story. And I think the last time we were all hanging out together was at an OTB Podnet at Bevel Brewing, and we had the crew together.
Which they are bringing a wonderful bevel pack down to the raffle. So
they're going to be throwing in some cool bevel items, and you can't get that stuff anywhere except for Bend, Oregon, unless you're here at Swenson.
We are definitely going to highlight those raffle packages before we wrap this up. But very excited to have Todd working with Nate and Val. Check out Todd at Ink Letterman on Instagram. Next up, we've got, again, Team OTB, one of our favorites. Recently designed a really fantastic sticker for us. We know she's an excellent artist, Raven Klein.
Raven is the bomb, thebomb.com. I love that girl, man. Her coloring book is sweet. She is an artist. She's a great artist. She's an upstanding human in the world. One of our lead instructors. She does media collection. Raven does it all. And so many hats
for Raven.
Yeah, she was the perfect choice for the pro artist and painter. She also is adored by all of our touring disc golf community, and she'll have some special, really highly rated guest painters coming to help her finish her piece.
Very cool. So again, a collaborative piece. We've seen this in the past with Pirate Nate and friends. We've seen Ella and I think Raven were working together on this piece sort of similarly in the past. But it's always nice to have the pros collaborate.
Yeah.
But we'll be excited to see what
there are
Raven's
some
vision
very talented disc golfers. So not letting them showcase their talents is always awesome.
Many talents.
Off the course.
Exactly. We're just adjacent.
Just adjacent.
Yeah. Whole two's right there. Next up, wow, this is a great team. Obviously, team in life, team at Disc Golf Strokes. Big Germ and Jules will be with us. How about that?
I can already feel the love coming out of this painting. Germ and Jules together on the paintbrushes. We're also calling this a team MVP station. Germ, it's Germ's art. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Germ does have a background of graphic design, and this is actually a piece that he created many years ago, and he always wanted to put towards some use. And when we invited him to be an artist, he knew he wanted to paint this piece. So it's his art, the 2 of them together displaying their love and paint, and then some team MVP special guests stopping by to help him out. Finish the piece.
Very exciting. I heard possibly even the man himself, Simon Lizotte, will be joining us.
Lizotte, he's got to stop by. He was part of our very first year of Disc Golf Strokes. His painting from that very first year still sets the record for highest bid sold. And Simon just has always done really amazing things for UPlay. Our very first Community Connect in 2020, before the world shut down, Simon captured the entire event, was a coach, and vlogged about it. He's actually going to capture the Disc Golf Strokes this week and vlog about it and put it out Thursday or Friday. So if you guys aren't already following Simon, he's going to have another beautiful take on what this event looks like too. Be sure to check out his vlog.
Get some behind the scenes footage.
Shout out to our boy Dustin Wolf helping out on that project. But yeah, Simon has always been, bringing the behind the scenes, I think, better or as well as anybody in disc golf, and we appreciate him for that. So yeah, Team Team German Jules with support by Team MVP. That's Team 3. And now we have another big team. I mean, again, the hits keep coming.
It just gets bigger.
Another returning artist.
Yep.
Paige Pierce, 5 times. Let's go.
And also 3-time OTB champ.
3-time OTB champ, 5-time world champion, joined by her partner, Ayla. Wow.
Again, the love is just like oozing off of this painting that hasn't even been painted yet. We got Ayla and Paige. They've been married for a little over a year. They're celebrating being back out on tour with like their dogs and cats, and like the family is out. The family theme of this entire event, it fits them. Paige is a 5-time world champ, 3-time OTB champ, and this will be her 3rd time championing the disc golf strokes event. To me, Paige painting with UPlay for life is just a theme. She's been one of our biggest supports, and we love PP. We can't wait to have that family painting come out.
Yeah, last year's event was kind of supercharged by the Guardian Aliens, and so we got to give them a shout out. And Paige and Jared, their piece was great. But yeah, Paige, 3-time disc golf strokes. Wow,
let's go.
She's just setting the bar high.
Big title.
Just keeps adding to her, list of accolades. Exactly. Again, Team 5, no slouches. 2 hot geese, in fact. Erica Stinchcomb and Madison Walker will be also joining us with special help from San Francisco muralist Dave Anderson. So that's we got connected with him through Todd.
Yeah, absolutely. He's another well-respected muralist all over San Francisco and the Bay Area. You can find him at The Big Wave on Instagram if you want to check out his pieces. If you're in the Bay Area, go see him in person, take a photo, tag us. It's super cool. It's just really cool that bringing Todd in, these professional artists, and then tapping into that ethosphere of just professional artists who do murals and community events, and having Todd bring in Dave and like more artists, like more talented professional artists is just something that our reach doesn't bring. So having other people suggest friends and colleagues is just really special.
It's huge. And they're so good at running these, like you said, community oriented events. And that's ultimately what we want Disc Golf Strokes to be. If the entire state of California or city of Stockton showed up for our event, I mean, that's ultimately what we want. And these guys, they've got more experience to bring that. It's cool how art and disc golf can work together so beautifully.
Yeah. I mean, again, I remember when we were first talking about this idea, I guess it is 3 years ago. It seems like a blur now, but I don't know if anyone really knew what it would blossom into.
No, and I do have to give Mr. Tanner LaBelle a huge shout out. One of UPlay's first, he was our first media director. He's definitely moved on now, and he's a big supporter and donor. But this whole Disc Golf Strokes theme came straight out of Tanner's brain. And really just think about it. You take a stroke, take 2 strokes, usually when you're writing down a 2 for a birdie, take some disc golf strokes and add some paint behind it. And man, it just really resonates.
There's so many parallels in life if you just start to look for the patterns, right?
I know. We really pinch ourselves thinking about where this has come over 3 years. Like from that first event and just pros flinging paint all over the place to now these amazing pieces that are truly worth hanging up in your house. It's pretty special.
Ella Hansen set a record that first year that I truly hope never gets broken. I think it was about 1 3/4 inches thick of paint on her canvas. Took 3 or 4 days to dry in this Stockton weather. Holy cow.
What a surprise.
No, exactly.
But anyway.
And don't forget, people, you'll be able to bid on these paintings starting at 6 o'clock Pacific time on Tuesday. So you can bid from home. You can bid throughout the week. The auction will close Sunday, May 4th. But yeah, professional artists coming together with professional disc golfers. We've gotten through most of the teams, but we still have 1 team remaining that we haven't mentioned.
Oh boy.
And
we got some big hitters.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. And Team 6 is no different. We have Kristen and Silverlat.
Let's go.
On site. Disc Golf Strokes. You heard it right. It's a major. This is not a drill. They're coming out. Kristen and Silver joining Jeremy Johnson.
It's really the drum roll right there. Jeremy Johnson coming back.
And he is again, if we have a disc golf strokes MVP, I think it might be Jeremy.
Jeremy,
I think
100%.
I think it has to be Jeremy. So essential to the event last year, essential to the art being so much of a focus here at OTB, just in general. He's absolutely responsible for our first mural out on the street. You can still see it.
He just brings that professionalism to the event and hand building all the canvases, just his connections with the Art Institute here in Stockton, and just overall just his concept of art and a live painting of art. So it's like he's really helped us refine our event and make it what it is today.
Yeah, I couldn't say enough great things about Jeremy and Todd really wanting to stick with the Disc Golf Strokes team, help us build it, and bring us into their experience and their professionalism in the art world. So it's amazing. And to think that, Jeremy is the OTB artist, like he's one of our champions, we got to have him every year. So that team, that painting will be a ton of fun. Kristen herself let me know that she's looking forward to learning and letting Jeremy teach her and take the driver's seat. She's excited to do some paint strokes, man.
Yeah, and she hasn't been out to the West Coast, very often.
In a while.
So to get her out here and for her to be a part of this event, it just means a lot to UPlay, Zoe and I personally. And so we're excited.
So many endorsements from legends of the game. Just has to keep the fire stoked for Team UPlay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And events like this do the same thing. Wow. Well, we hit a lot of the highlights there. 6 teams, 3 to 8:30 p.m. Tuesday the 29th, open to the public. It is free. Repeat, it is free.
Free.
So you're going to want to come check that out. Shout out to Chris from T-Box Socks for helping out emceeing. Now, another check-in is going to be happening at 8 o'clock as the paintings are getting wrapped up. None other than the disc golf guy himself, Terry Miller.
You can't have a disc golf party if you don't have the disc golf guy there in some way, shape, or form. And if you don't know that, then take a note and you just learned.
Shutting
Terry
it down
Miller.
even multiple time zones away.
Yeah.
I mean, that is power. you gotta give him credit.
Yeah, so Terry's going to be joining us. Hopefully you guys are all Smashbox followers and viewers. Tuesday night's show on the 29th does feature us. He'll open it regularly at 7 o'clock PST, but around 8 o'clock, joining us live. You're going to get to see the paintings either in their finished format or just finishing. The auction will be open, and that is going to be a place where you can learn more about the relationship and the background of the artists themselves and the disc golfers. Because there's a lot of really there's special guests that'll be stopping by, but there's a story behind each one of these art stations and teams, and you're not going to get to hear it until you hear it first on Smashbox Live.
Very cool. Excellent things happening all day at Swenson on Tuesday and throughout the week. Let's talk raffle prizes, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
So some very, very happy to shout out a couple of the big sponsors, including Zuka, MVP, Tech Disc, DGA, Grip, Pound, and Upper Park. That's a lot of bags.
It just keeps going too. The love keeps pouring in. Let's start with just the bag companies. Grip Equipment has been a part of this every year. In the previous 2 years, they donated 1 bag per painting to go to the highest bidder. Well, this year we wanted the paintings to stay about the paintings and extract the goods and do this big, huge raffle. And I feel like the support from Grip even helped entice other really exciting and appealing disc golf companies, because these raffles, like I mentioned, are between like $750 to $1,000 values per 5 stations of raffles per raffle drawing. So if you do a minimum recommended donation to get in of $5, that'll get you 2 tickets. And there's no way to even buy 2 tickets. It's 1 5, 10, the numbers keep going up, but I thought that was pretty unique. So if somebody just wants to donate to the cause just for being there, they're going to get 2 free raffle tickets for $5.
Okay, people. So you hear that? Incentive to show up, incentive to talk to your friends in Stockton. But let's get back to the prize packs.
Oh yeah. So big, huge shout out to our newest partner and supporter friend in Tech Discs. Thank you so much, Michael, for really, we got 1 tech disc in the raffle and then 1 tech disc that will be traveling around and following UPlay for this event and all future events, so people can play with it and give it a try, and UPlay can help them break down some of that information and do kind of what the other charitable foundations are doing in our sport by letting people play with these tech discs. So big shout out there.
We have Zuka, highlight sponsor, and they have donated a Zuka cart for every raffle pack.
5 Zuka carts. What? Let's go, Zuka. That's huge support.
Yes.
And then kind of bringing it up to another featured sponsor. Not a lot of people hear this name. 1000 Rated Productions is behind the scenes making a lot of things happen. We got a really strong team of directorship in the Sean's there, and from the event space being donated to all of the communications, some partner connections, and just certainly making sure that this is going to be the biggest, best year. 1000 Rated Productions needs a big shout out. We really, really appreciate that support. And then I'd say let's take it to the top, Dustin. Let's take it to our biggest sponsor that makes this possible.
Well, that is only the best.
OTB.
OTB. We wouldn't be here without them. They are hands down the reason we have chosen this venue and created this event. It wouldn't really come to fruition without the whole team here behind OTB, Greg, Danny, and everyone else involved. This has been a brainchild of OTB and UPlay, and to see it come out this far and move to a big venue and showcase everything we're doing is really cool.
Yeah, I just want to say for everyone out there that can't be at the Champions Cup or future years of OTB, you can all continue to participate with some really fantastic sport and some tie-dye colors, some purple colors, pay attention to what's going on online during this event, because you can all be a part of it. Get your clubs to be a part of it. And you guys can all bid on UPlay disc golf paintings at the end of the week if you want.
It's definitely an option. And we are so happy to support UPlay and y'all's mission. And this is just a really creative way to raise some money. And so we're all about that here at OTB. So thank you for the love. But yeah, it's a big year. 2025. The major has come to Stockton. We're excited to host it. Disc Golf Strokes happening Tuesday, the 29th. What else has been going on with UPlay, you guys, 2025?
Man, it's almost like what haven't we been doing to be an easier question to answer, but it is really, really cool to talk about our biggest announcements of 2025. The tour, we always strive for between 25 and 30 events, teaching events for the UPlay tour. And that is local to Oregon, national to the United States. Oh yeah. And international to the world and our partnerships with PMF. So this year we have 40 already on the schedule. That's huge. That's more than we've ever planned in the past. And we know that it always turns into more. When you go somewhere, a pop-up clinic always happens. So excited to have our largest number of teaching events booked throughout the world this year. And we're really dipping into our biggest, or I would say our biggest impact in a product and our most important performance as far as sustainable impact. And that is the Train the Trainers model. UPlay's been doing this for 2 years now and has really knocked out our professional development product for teachers. And then our community coaching product for disc golf clubs and your everyday disc golfer that is interested in offering coaching, leagues, bringing new disc golfers into it. So community coaching, professional development, we've been booking these all over the world and been very successful. And that leads us into our coolest announcement, and it's our product. And I want you to talk about what is our product that we're getting ready to put online and let the public have for purchase now.
So we are super excited to announce we're about to launch our UPlay drill cards. So
Okay.
this is kind of all-in-one packet of just our drills, specifically designed for teachers, easy access if you have limited time to see how drills are set up, which drills to run based off of what
where you're at
in your lesson plan. Are you doing backhand? Are you doing sidearm? Are you doing putting, driving, etc.? So wherever you are, find the color-coded section, go to the drills that we have. They're all probably about 5x7 size, so easy to hold. You can write expo markers on them. It's just a really awesome all-in-one tool for easy access, setup drills, how to run them, little tips and tricks that Zoe and I have found over the years of running these. So it's just a really cool resource for PE teachers, individuals, anybody who just wants to teach quickly and efficiently and use and safely. Most importantly, it's our tested and proven drills throughout our entire book. So.
Yeah, we get people all over the planet kind of asking us to do the work for them in a good way, meaning how do I write my lesson plan day 1 all the way down to day 20, you know, and everything in between. So the UPlay drill cards really address that. If you have access to the book, you can dive in deeper. But in this day and age of information and screens versus physical books, the drill cards are still something physically that you can touch, but you can bring them out on the field. There's a little QR code you can scan that shows you an interactive cartoon diagram of what it should look like. And again, we've written and documented on them all variations for age groups and sizes of humans, and then all variations for where they're at, beginning, recreational, amateur, even professionals could use these.
Yep. And with the lack of funding in school districts today, it has a much smaller price point than our curriculum.
Yes, $24.99. So it's a $25 product.
Schools can really package a bunch of drill cards for their teachers and get a book and then share the book. And that's kind of what we're really plugging along. Like, everyone doesn't always have to get the book, even though that's your ultimate resource. If you want everything we've learned and tried and have found that works in teaching disc golf in schools and to new players, get the book. But as a school, if you have that book at resource, then you can just get drill cards and pass those around. And it just makes life easier for teachers who we respect teachers, man. Teachers are busting their butts out there these days. So
the more work we can do for them to entice them to teach disc golf, and same thing with parents and coaches out there for clubs and youth leagues, the more we can do for you, the better we all grow together. Yeah. That's what the drill cards are.
Yeah, just again, another access point just to make it a little even less overwhelming than, we don't have to bring the whole book out or think about the whole book. Because even if you're just doing one card at a time, and maybe if it's even out of sequence, I think you'd probably agree that some disc golf is still better than no disc golf. Right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's right, Greg.
All drills are built with safety in mind. So that's the key.
But good to know that you guys have the structure there. So when they're ready to really get into that kind of directed study, it's available.
Yeah, don't reinvent the wheel. Reach out to us and let us empower you so that you can teach more and more and more.
How many cards in the pack?
There's 20 in the pack.
Okay.
Because there's 20 drills in the book.
Okay.
So there's actually probably 23 because there's the front and the back.
Cool. Well, we'll look forward to checking it out. And
product will be live this week on uplaydiscgolf.org.
A lot of exciting news. Thanks for joining us in the studio, y'all. Yeah,
I got to give one last way to support. If you're not here in Stockton, you can always support our event. Go to uplaydiscgolf.org. Check out our Disc Golf Strokes page. There's tons of information and stuff that you can read about on there, but there's also this really amazing poster. We've created an event poster for the first time with the help of our awesome friend Brad Leby in New York. He's
Shout out Bradley,
incredible artist, and we've really come up with a poster I can't wait to hang in my house. They are getting silk screened by a local printer in Oakland as we speak. You can order pre-sale right now on our website, and we will be shipping out posters later this week. But it's a really cool way to support the event and showcase your love for us and the event without actually having to be here. So.
Yeah, and I really, if you go to festivals or any kind of music festivals, you're a music goer. I know I personally am, and I love to get the event poster.
Mhm.
And that's the feel. I mean, that's the quality of art behind this from the artist himself. And I believe these are 20 by 20, 18 by 20.
16 by 20.
16 by 20s. So they can be shipped out to you in a nice little tube, and then you can frame it in your house. If you get on there quick enough, because there's a limited amount. There's only 70 total because we saved 5 for thank yous. But if you get on there
20 are
quick
live
enough,
for pre-sale right now.
Yeah, 20 are live for pre-sale. And we can also probably work something out where you get a couple of special signatures on there by the artists themselves, but you're going to have to get on the pre-sale to do it. If you don't, no problem. Check out the poster anyways. And thank you, Dustin, for remembering, because we really do love everybody that has supported this event, and we want to share this art with all.
Wow, lots of good ways to interact and support disc golf strokes, UPlay. I mean, again, this is what it's all about.
I think we covered it all too. And it's,
yeah,
Greg, that's like hard to do. UPlay's doing so many things. We're constantly innovative. I'm really proud of how fast and how much we're accomplishing. But when somebody wants to do a show like this and try to get it all in, it's hard. And you just checked off those boxes. It's only the best right here in Stockton, man.
Well, we'll just keep faking it till we make it, right? And again, we're very excited to have you here. It is Earth Day, a great time to celebrate disc golf and to celebrate UPlay specifically. Thanks, Zoe. Thanks, Dustin.
Yes.
Shout out to Stanley for running the ones and
Yes,
twos.
Stanley.
This has been another episode of A Morning Round with Greggy Biscuits. I'm Greggy Biscuits. Thank you to Team UPlay for joining us. Don't forget to check out Disc Golf Strokes happening live on the internet on Smashbox TV at 8 p.m. But actually, will people be able to live stream it? DGN?
I think so.
Yeah.
We can work on that.
Follow UPlay.
You just want to follow UPlay on Instagram. That's
There
probably
will
the
be
best way.
tons of live going on, tons of posts. It will be a full-on Tuesday.
The best way to experience Disc Golf Strokes, though, is in person in Stockton, California at Swenson Golf Course, Tuesday, April 29th from 3 to 8:30 p.m. It is free. It is family friendly. Kids will have a mini or disc of their choice to go home with. There's going to be public art that you can participate in. It's going to be a great event. Make sure you check it out.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.